What's up, bros? Today we're going to the 2025 Fanatics Fest, and my goal in this video is to review this show from a perspective of a hockey and soccer collector, because these are two of my main areas of collecting, and at the same time these are also sports which receive much less attention in the show review videos compared to, say, baseball, football, and basketball. The location of the show is very good at Javits Center. That's only a couple of blocks from Midtown Manhattan, so it's an easy 20 minutes walk from where I live, and in that sense it's much more convenient than going to other big New York City area show at White Plains, where I need to take a train. We're approaching Javits Center right now, and I will need to pick up my badge. Formally, you could have ordered your badge to be shipped to you, but how this actually works is that in order for the badge to be shipped to you, you need to order it well in advance, and for this show, the regular ticket price is $70, which is a little bit steep, but 1-2 weeks before the show they will start sending you promo coupons. So first, like 10% off, then 15% off, 20% off, 25% off, and so on and so forth. So finally this Tuesday I received this promo code Javits30 to get 30% off, and I bought my ticket, but the downside of it is that my badge can not be shipped to me on such a short notice. I will need to pick it up. Of course, even after this 30% discount, it's a $50 ticket, which is very steep, to be honest, but this is a price of a big card show in the New York City area, because I say if you go to this White Plains card show, formally the ticket is $15, but train to the desert where this White Plains show is held costs $15 one way, so it comes out almost like $50 in any case. Arriving to the Javits Center, there are no advertisements about Fanatics Fest around the city, but yeah, the Javits Center said that there is a Fanatics Fest inside, and not crowded at all outside. This is the line to pick up badges. It's kind of long, but at the same time it also moves very fast. Things are really efficiently organized. It only took me 7 minutes to pick up the badge, so I arrived at 10:25. 10:32 I already have this badge in my hand. The show opened at 10, so I was a little bit late. I'm finally at the show floor, and this is a really big show. Obviously not as big as National, but clearly bigger than White Plains show, and also bigger than Toronto show, which a lot of hockey collectors are probably familiar with. It's also very different from the vast majority of card shows which I have been, because here dealers essentially only have some high-end cards under the glass, and very few dealers have actual low-end, mid-end boxes to go through. It's also a show with literally no vintage in it, so if you are looking to go through boxes or for vintage, that's definitely not a place to be. All in all, there are 262 dealers, but the main activity seems to be at this very few dealers which actually have this lower and mid-end card boxes to go through, and at the dealers who are actively advertising that they are buying card. Also, if you are looking for wax, all recent wax is very well represented and priced at market prices. The price level is unfortunately high, so it starts at the upper range of eBay comps and goes way above that. Also, very annoyingly, a large number of dealers don't have their cards priced, and my general approach in this case has been that even if I really need a card, if it's not priced, I'm not gonna talk to you. For a hockey collector, this is not a good show. Here I have photos of all hockey cards at the show, and it's not a lot of cards, and prices are not reasonable, and the vast majority of this stuff can be had just much cheaper online. There is also very little room to negotiate the price. Perhaps because this is just the first day of the show, but come on, $4,000 for Hughes Cup RPA or $850 for Shesterkin Cup RPA. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not a low baller. Like, for instance, I have one of the best Shesterkin rookie card collections with many 101s, including his Ultimate Rookie Auto Shield. And yeah, you can see this card on my channel, but his RPA is max $500 card. And are probably even less given the way Rangers are imploding right now. Of course, at the first sight, all these Gretzky autos might look very appealing, but the situation is that Upper Deck puts so much Gretzky autos in all of its products that their value has been watered down to extremes. Tage Thompson auto for $130. Dude, give me a break. I might be the only person at this show who knows who Tage Thompson is. McKinnon Jr. uniform auto for $200. Please don't troll so heavily. A Gretzky sticker auto from some random National Redemption set for $850. Yeah, I think it's a deal of my lifetime. Overall, this is very dreadful for a hockey collector. For a soccer card collector, this is a more interesting show. There are more cards than for hockey, although admittedly still not a lot. But here I have photos of all soccer cards from the show. Obviously I should be slightly more modest because I might have missed a few cards, but I was pretty careful, so I think 95% of all the soccer cards should be here. And my general impression is that there are a lot of highest end cards of highest end players. And what was really surprising to me is that somehow many of these cards I haven't really seen online. So if you're looking for the highest end cards such as gold prisms of Messi, Ronaldo, Yamal, Haaland, Mbappe, or highest end sets such as Dynasty or Eminence, there are quite a few interesting cards you might have not seen. At the same time, if you are not looking for top players or even top cards of top players, there are some random cards, but there is essentially nothing for you at this show. So even if you collect a top team such as say Real Madrid, there will be not much for you outside high-end Ronaldo. And I'm not even talking about good but not top teams such as Everton or Aston Villa here. Prices are again high and there is generally not a lot of room to negotiate. What was really interesting about this show and what I haven't really experienced it before at this scale is that I was wearing my NYCFC jersey and like 6 people with these black slab boxes approached me on the floor and asked if I collect soccer. I say yes, and then they're like, let's go downstairs, I'll show you some stuff. And they had pretty interesting stuff like low numbered prisms of non-top players priced very well. Perhaps I should have worn my Islanders jersey and some people would approach me with hockey cards, but yeah, that's something to think about. One other thing it was also really nice to find a few MLS and especially non-Messi MLS cards at that. at the show. I was personally interested in 3 cards at this show. The first is this Messi 2024 Copa America Gold Prism for my 2024 Copa America Gold Prism set, but the price of 45k is just too unrealistic given that the Black 101 sold for 55k at Golden and there was not a lot of room to negotiate. The second card was this Gold Endrick for the same set, but I have to enforce my principles that I don't talk to sellers who don't price their cards. And finally, the third card which I bought was this Julian Fernandez Red Parallel to 5 for my NYCFC PC. I already bought 1 out of 5 of a version of this card on eBay for $27. I paid $30 for this 2 out of 5 copies, so I'm hoarding this card as I do with many NYCFC and Russian players and clubs cards. There was also an exhibition of some top Messi cards as a part of the Museum of Greatness exhibition. Pretty cool to see these 101s and out of 10 cards of Messi. Unfortunately, there was nothing like this for hockey. Not really card related, but you could also take a photo with the FIFA Club World Cup trophy and hockey equipment in which Ovechkin broke the Gretzky's goal record. In terms of logistics, everything was super smooth, no bathroom lines at all, and you could even easily get some free hot food and drinks at the show floor.